What is the solution? What do we do here? What can people do? And can you fight against these big entities?
I've been at this for a very long time, and I've looked at it from different areas. Let's say you want to make a change at the public health in a given country. You have to look at the way that country is set up. You have to look at the way their healthcare is set up. So for example, in a country like the United States, where healthcare is not an automatic right of every person the way it is here with the NHS, then you recognize that probably the change you're going to need to make is going to need to be more consumer-led. It's going to need to be more consumer-led because the government doesn't benefit in the same way. Here, the government benefits directly if they're able to turn a disease like diabetes around. So in each country, you have to take a slightly different approach. You're still going to deal with all the lobbyists and all those other interests that we talked about. But looking at it from that perspective, I believe that the change has to come from both ends. We first have to work with consumers and get them to understand that type 2 diabetes is, first of all, much worse than most of them realize that it is. You see, look, if you go into the doctor's office and you've got the x-ray up there and they go, look, I'm really sorry, but we found a mass and this is bad. I mean, they drop that news on you like an anvil. Like, that's bad news. But if you walk in and you have type 2 diabetes, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, you're type 2 diabetic now. And so here's a pamphlet with some lifestyle recommendations that we make for you. And we can definitely manage the disease. And here's your metformin or whatever the solution is. What they don't tell you is that what this really means is that your body is no longer capable of processing sugar properly, and your blood is getting sticky. You're going to start retaining water. You're going to develop circulatory problems. You're going to feel tingling in your fingers eventually, and that's probably going to lead to the amputation of at least one of your limbs. You're going to lose your eyesight. And by the way, you've upticked the odds of you developing heart disease and cancer through the roof. I think if they told them that, the people would be a little more motivated to make a change. But instead, it's like, no, don't worry, we can manage it. So the first thing is people have to understand how bad it is. It's bad. It is not good. And the younger you are when you get it, the worse it is. Problem number one, or message number one. Message number two, it's not your fault. Don't be shamed about that. When somebody comes along and says, oh, if you just ate a little more and you just moved a little, if you just ate a little less and moved a little more, you wouldn't have this problem. No, it is not like that. That is a food industry. Look, the tobacco industry did something very, very smart in the 70s. They noticed, of course, product liability suits were on the way. They knew they were coming. And they knew they were coming and they had to prepare for them. And, there's only two ways that you can tamper with a jury. One is against the law and the other one is very expensive. The one that's against the law is to find out where the jury members live and bribe them, extort them, threaten them. Not really, that's frowned upon behavior. But the other way you can do it is you can deliver a message into society that is so prolific and so common that when you get your jury pool selection, those people already think a certain way. And so what did they do? They propagated the idea that lung cancer was a lifestyle disease. And by calling it a lifestyle disease, the jury was predisposed to blame the consumer immediately. Like, oh, it's a lifestyle disease. And guess what? For the first 10 or 15 years of those product liability cases, mostly tobacco won. They defended themselves well and they won. And then in around about the 80s, that whole lifestyle disease thing stopped working. And then the tobacco company started losing in a major way. And then many of them started turning to investing in the food industry. And now diabetes and obesity are lifestyle diseases. Sure, they have to do with your lifestyle. But when your lifestyle has been educated, regulated, propagated by the food industry, the soft drink industry were the people that invented the idea that if you just did a little more exercise, you can have more calories.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah. It was a brilliant move. I mean, they were like, people don't want calories. They figured that out. People are afraid of calories. What can we do? We can, first of all, develop disastrous chemicals that can give us 0-calorie drinks. And secondly, what we can do is give people justification for having more calories. If you just go for a run, everything's going to be okay. And you quite literally have people going, well, I'm planning on having a Big Mac today, so I better go to the gym.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, if you ever talk to an athlete, nobody thinks that way.
No.
I would never think that. In fact, the more you train, the less you want that nonsense, or the less you want to put it in your body.
Yeah.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true. And you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy.
The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.